So it's about the time now where living on board is going to become a little bit tough because I'm going to have to turn off services. So I've already taken the sewerage system out. So now I have a porta potty, and yeah, then the electricity will go off, but I've got a separate shoreline supply, and the water will go off as well because the water pumps use the electricity, obviously a 24-volt supply. So they're going to go off, but I've got a water tank for that. So I'm kind of ready for all of that. So today's work, this is Saturday, and today's taking out the companionway, and then the bathroom tomorrow, hopefully all going well. But I'll show you the companionway next. This is the companionway, and it's actually rather a large space side to side, which is kind of a bit of a waste of space. And just behind me here is the bathroom and the middle cabin. Actually the only cabin now. The only cabin's quite small. So the plan is, well, all of this is coming out, but when we're going to reinstate the cabin and the bathroom, we'll have the wall much further over to here. Now the problem with that is that the coach roof is actually quite low, so I'm guessing that's why they made this quite high or quite wide here, so you have slightly more to walk through. And I'm actually crouching now, but just right in the corner I can't actually stand up. But the plan is that all of this space is going to be the coach roof is going to be cut out, and the plan is that the roof is going to be taken off, and then everything will be lifted up, and then we'll have much more space here. Then it means the companionway can be much more narrower. So just a narrow walkway, which is much better at sea anyway, because then you've got something to hold on to rather than this big space. But always the problem with this space is that you can't do anything with it, because there are two doors here, so you can't put anything against the doors obviously. And then there's a series of lockers down underneath the gunnels, and you can't put anything near there as well. So it really is wasted space, a lot of it as well, and that's just, you know, it's totally unnecessary on a boat because you need every bit of space you've got. So yeah, that's the plan next. So yeah. It's been a really productive few days, although it's really hard work. I think it's harder ripping out than it is putting back in again. At least I've got a deadline to get into the yard, so I need to get this done. So this weekend, it's now Thursday, so I've got Friday. Friday, a bunch of people are coming to remove things from the boat, like the fridge and the cooker, and also the mattress from the double cabin. So I'm going to be sleeping on the sofa for a couple of weeks until I remove the sofa too, and then I'll have nowhere to sleep, but that's okay. So yeah, the next weekend is the bathroom and the bedroom is going. So that's going to be a bit more work because it's not just interior, but it's interior plus this wall. But I don't think too much more work, and I've kind of got the hang of it now. I kind of understand how the pieces have been put in, so I can kind of remove them in the way that they're put in reverse order. So the ceiling is last, so that's obviously put in first. So I tend to remove all the trim, which exposes the trim here. So I remove all this trim, and this exposes a few screws. Now there's a few screws I can get off, so I'll take those out, but otherwise I've just got to get the wrecking bar in and pull it off. So these holes are quite new. I just drilled them the other night when I had a bit of time. It's actually quite hard to get into the edge of these boards to get the bar in. So I've been using the reciprocating saw just to cut some sections out so I can kind of get in. So I'll cut a small section out and pull that off, and then start working along cutting. But I kind of also check to see there's no kind of metal behind, because it is not very good for the saw blade hitting metal. But also it's not actually very deep, so it's only, you know, kind of best part of a finger deep. So the saw blade can't get all in there. So it's just a little angled cut, and it's okay.